Danico impression?
Yeah, Tone, why don't you do that? We're live. Go ahead, Tone. Do the Ken Danico impression.
This is Ken Danico, and you're listening to the Uncle Puckers podcast.
Oh, that's good. That was good, Tone. I'll give you that.
Our introduction value goes for us.
For some reason, you can't
I'm the version of Ken Danico.
One of us needs to do the Doc Emmerich in the background.
Yeah, we have Doc in the background. Yeah, just, it's for next time.
For anyone paying attention, we have a 5-year plan, and we're only on year 3, so we're not going to fix this crap for at least another 2 years.
Wait, we've gotten to year 3 already?
It's not in the plan.
Yeah. All right. So we actually have some stuff today. Real hockey starts tomorrow, which is awesome. And the Devils, of course, go Thursday. We have to figure out if we're going to go after the game on Thursday or before the game on Thursday. But
if we go before, I'll be on.
You won't be on after, though?
After, I probably won't be, no, because I got to
kill me. All right, then, we'll talk about that later off mic. But, yeah, all right. So today we're going to do our draft of the first annual Pucker Cup, which I completely stole from the show on the NHL Network, but I like it, so we're going to do it. And we're gonna pick our awards. So what I did for all the awards, I went off DraftKings, not all of them, just the ones that matter. I went off DraftKings. I put the top 5 top 5 guys as far as their odds go, and then I also found the first devil, just so we can kind of compare. And then you could also, you pick whoever you want. So how about we start with the awards? Let's start there.
Sure. There's also some Devils housekeeping stuff going on that, like Nico Dawes cleared waivers type of shit.
Housekeeping? So, let me check you out. All right, we do awards.
I was trying to get past that.
We do awards, we do housekeeping, and then we do our draft. And I don't know. Do you guys think we should do the Pucker Cup draft as a snake draft, or just go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4?
Well, I think 1, 2, 3 4.
I kind of agree with that. Okay.
Yeah, the snake draft, because the snake draft would load up. Yeah.
It does give a little bit of an unfair advantage to whoever has 1 or 4.
Yeah, especially in the first 8 or 10 high point getters.
Right. Tony's like, I don't know what we're doing.
What is the awards here?
Like Hart Trophy, Selke Trophy,
the regular end of the season award.
Let me go last, because I have no idea.
Hockey starting, and you predict this kind of crap. Everyone does it.
Yeah.
Nothing doesn't ring a bell.
What did you think? Wait. When we were talking about awards, what did you think we were talking about?
I've been locked in football and all this other misery, man. I was getting skull fucked in every different way yesterday. So
it was a rough day for you guys.
Well, it was not great, Bob.
Tim, we have the same record, dude.
Fuck me, man. We have the worst.
Bad, man.
So the Ravens just started to derail football for a second, Bob. I apologize. I believe it is through 5 games. They've given up 177 points. I think they gave up 165 in their 2000.
Isn't that what the Yankees gave up as well?
Isn't that the amount of money that Soto's counting on his couch as he misses the playoffs like a fucking putz?
Although that motherfucker is in Cancun and he put it on Instagram. He said, "Hey Yankees, I'm saving you a seat." Pretty funny.
You know what's funny though, Tim? As a Yankee fan, right? You're a Yankee fan too.
Yes, yeah. Sadly.
So the Yankees beat the Red Sox. So to me, yes, it's going to have the Yankees most likely. But you know what? The Mets didn't make the playoffs because they couldn't beat the Marlins on the last day, and we beat the Red Sox. So there's a couple nice things that go in there. Soto didn't get to go to the playoffs. The Yankees are done. Let's be honest. I mean,
you will notice my panties are not.
I don't know, man. They take care of Bieber in Game 3. Then Toronto's already said they're throwing a bullpen game in Game 4. So,
do you remember when we started the show saying hockey starts?
It's not over till it's over.
Yeah,
sorry, Bob. Let's go. Hockey season, award stuff. Yeah, Bob's got to go. Cold. Yeah, we got hard stops.
We got time for a good show. Let's go.
All right.
So the first award that we're going to go and you guys pick is the Rocket Richard Award. That is for the player in the NHL who scores the most goals. Leon Draisaitl has the best odds at plus 300. You guys don't need any explanation about plus or minus on that, right? You guys know that. Okay. So Leon Draisaitl plus 300, Austin Matthews plus 380, Kirill Kaprizov is plus 600, David Pastrnak is 4th. This is all according to DraftKings at plus 800. Connor McDavid is plus 1,600. And Jack Hughes was the first Devil. He was 11th in odds at plus 3,000. So, or is there somebody off the radar that you guys think is going to have the most goals? We're going to go Bob, Tim, Tone, and then I'll wrap it up. What do you have for Rocket Richard, Bobby?
I actually forgot about this one, to be honest with you, but it's pretty easy to pick from that company because they were all in my consideration for, the 50 goal question. So I'm going to go with a guy that I think just kind of needs to do it out of necessity for his team because there's been some changes and the guy's just been a legit lights out goal scorer forever. I'm going to say Austin Matthews.
Austin Matthews, Bobby says, is going to win the Rocket Richard Award. What do you got, Tim?
I'm going off the map a little bit. I'm going with Tage Thompson.
Okay.
Nice.
What do you think, Tony?
I'm going to go Matthews too. Actually, you know what? I'm going to go McDavid because 2 years, he's going to try to jack that up for the next 2 years. So I'm going to go McDavid.
Okay. I like it.
Go for it.
I agree with Bob. I think it's Austin Matthews. I mean, he is probably the best pure goal scorer in the league. So if he stays healthy, we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, just lost the guy that passed him the puck, though.
Yeah, I know.
Right.
I know. We'll see. It's going to be interesting to see how Toronto does this year. All right, so their second award is the Art Ross Trophy. That's for regular season points leader. Connor McDavid is plus 160 to win it. Nikita Kucherov is plus 500. Nathan McKinnon is also plus 500. Leon Draisaitl plus 800. Kirill Kaprizov is plus 1,200. And the closest Devil is 8th, and that's Jack Hughes at plus 4,000. So, Bob, who's going to win the point leader?
Yeah, I got McDavid bouncing back this year, between him and Draisaitl, who takes over some of that. So I'll go with McDavid this year.
Okay.
I'm going to go with Jack Hughes.
Oh, I like it.
Why not?
Yeah, why not?
I don't win anything. I don't lose anything here. So,
yeah. What do you think, Tone?
I'm going to go with Rooney. No, I'm going to go with McDavid.
Rooney.
I'm going to go with, and I'm going off the board here, and I'm only going this way because I think this year he's going to be an absolute power play dog, and he's just going to rack up points left and right. Matt Rempe is winning the Art Ross Trophy.
Wait, no. Everything I'm seeing online, that is correct.
So for points, I'm going to go with. I'll go Kucherov.
All right. There's a sneaky guy in both of those categories that I thought about, which was Pasta, but I just don't think he's something. I saw something the other day where it's like the difference between him and the rest of his team points wise it's just preposterous.
I know
how much he carries that team.
Oh, absolutely. And we'll do the big one next, the Hart Trophy.
I think Kucherov's a good pick, though, Chris.
I think so too. That's why I picked him. I like him. I like him better than Rooney.
But Rempe, though.
Hart Trophy, regular season MVP. This is the big one. Connor McDavid is plus 200. Nate McKinnon is plus 500. Nikita Kucherov is plus 700. Kirill Kaprizov is plus 800. Leon Draisaitl is plus 1,000. The closest Devil is 8th in the list, and that's also Jack Hughes at plus 2,500. So, Bobby, who is going to win the Hart Trophy this year?
That is also the correct answer. It is Jack Hughes doing his best Taylor Hall impersonation and dragging the team to the playoffs. He's going to have some help. This is the year Jack comes out. It's not going to be the most points. He's not going to have the most points. But if the award is given the way it's supposed to be, the most valuable to the team, and since the Devils will make the playoffs, it's going to be Jack Hughes.
I really hope that we're not in a position where we need to be dragged to the playoffs this year, but I like Jack for MVP. All right, Tim.
You know what? I'm going to say Pasta for this.
Okay. Pasta for MVP, huh?
Yeah, I think, I don't know. If Boston were to squeak into the playoffs, it's solely going to be on his back. So if that happens, okay. I don't think it will, but it'll be positive if they get it.
What you got, Tone?
It's different.
It's just Brady Kachuk.
Brady.
Yeah, I'm gonna go surprise there.
I
Yeah.
know. I like that one though.
Yeah.
I like that a lot.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go a little off the board too, like Tony. I'm gonna go Jack Eichel.
Good. That's actually a very good pick.
Eichel wins the MVP. All right, now we go with the Norris Trophy. That's for the best defenseman. Cale Makar is favored to win it at plus 165. Quinn Hughes plus 210. Zach Werenski at plus 1200. Adam Fox at plus 1600. Fox you. Rasmus Dahlin plus 2200. And the closest devil is Luke Hughes, who's 14th in the list at plus 10,000. So if you think Luke is going to have a breakout year and he's going to win the Norris Trophy, you throw $100 down and he wins it, you win 10 grand. So Norris Trophy, Bob, who you got for Norris?
Yes, no. Yes.
I'm taking the cop out on this one because I just love this player. I'm going Cale Makar.
Cal?
Yeah.
Tim?
Rasmus Dahlin.
Oh, you like in Buffalo this year. You got Thompson, you got Dahlin.
But like it's the same thing where it's like they have good individual players, but I don't think the team's any good.
So Lindy Ruff is not going to get the
Chlowski.
Jack Adams. Okay, just making sure.
What do you got, Tone?
Oh, Snow, the misery is real. You know it. I'm going to go Hedman from Tampa because I think Tampa is going to get in this year, and I think
That's a
Hedman
good
is
one.
a hell of a player. So,
Yeah.
I'm going to go with what Stephen Engel has here. I think it's a Quinn Hughes. I'm going with Quinn to win the Norris.
I was hoping he didn't win it, so it'd just be a little cheaper to get him down the road, but that's fine. He can have it too.
It might be on the like you said. Your New Jersey Devil Quinn Hughes wins it. That you never know.
That sounds great.
I do think Luke's gonna have a breakout season and get some votes, but the Norris Trophy is one of those things that has a large kind of reputational portion to it, where you have to kind of build up to it. Like you can't just people don't win it out of the blue, really.
No, you're right. You're right. Vezina, best goalie. Connor Hellebuck is favored at plus 400. Igor Shesterkin comes in at plus 700. Andre Vasilevsky is plus 900. Jake Ottinger plus 1,500. And Ilya Sorokin plus 1,500. The closest devil is Jacob Markstrom. He's 8th at plus 2,500. Bobby, who's winning the Vezina this year?
This is my slightly off the mark pick. You mentioned the name, but he's really not probably considered one of the top three options. And that's Jake Ottinger. I think he's extremely consistent. He's on a great team. They got good D. He's coming into like a prime year. I think it's going to be like that one flash year for Jake Ottinger. He's going to win it. Probably will never repeat it. This is just, splash in the pan.
Yeah. All right. I thought you were going to go with Sorokin because I know you like him. So
I can't do that though. Yeah, I can't. Because in the back of my mind, I'd kind of want him to get it, and that would mean the Islanders do good, and that makes me ill.
Pick a team Pick a team that we only see twice a year. I like it. Yeah. All right, Tim, who do you have for the Vezina?
I said the same guy, Ottinger. A lot of the same reasons. I think all the circumstances kind of line up. I think Otter might be our number one goalie in the Olympics for the U.S.
Oh.
Nice. That would be.
Connor would have to kind of fall off a map here and shit the bed, but I mean, I like Otter a lot.
And that was the other thing too, right? Like I just statistically speaking, 3 Vezinas in a row. It's kind of like
right.
That's a little tough.
That's another thing.
He's a great pick.
What do you mean, Dominic Hasek?
No, it's like it's another one of these awards. So like, hey, let's give it to the other guy.
Yeah.
I think Dustin Wolf comes in second though.
Oh, okay. I do like Jay Snow's Dostal.
Dostal, yeah.
That's it. That's a good pick. But what do you got, Tone?
I'm gonna go Markstrom because for us to really do what we hope happens, I think he's gonna have to.
All right.
Tony, I'm right there with you. Jacob Markstrom is winning the Vezina this year.
Well,
and I'm with you. All right.
Yeah, apparently they've made a lot of progress on his extension, by the way, which kind of makes me a little curious how that's gonna wind up.
I know. Well, Calder Trophy Rookie of the Year favorite is Ivan Demidov at plus 185. Zeev Bulliam comes in 1,200. Jimmy Snuggerud, am I saying that right? Plus 1,200. Michael Misa plus 1,400. Isaac Howard is plus 1,600, and Gritzia comes in 14th at plus 4,000. So, Bobby, who is winning the Rookie of the Year this year?
So I was really kind of looking at Davidoff and was it Miscu or whatever, and comparing the two, and they're both so favorable, and they both offer very similar kind of player style and what you expect from their upside and their hockey IQ, and then what they need to work on their defense. So I decided to go completely off the rails on this one and pick something that very rarely happens. And I'm going to go with Askarov as a Sharks starting goalie.
Is
Out
he
of blue,
eligible?
just a pop off. Yeah, he only had 16 games last year.
Okay.
Interesting.
He's eligible for that. He's a big boy. He's got moves. He's been highly ranked for a very long time. I think he's going to come in and make a splash on a really bad team, play a lot, and look great.
I like
Well,
that.
that's a good call. I like that pick.
Who you have, Tim?
It's going to be Demidov.
Tone?
I'm gonna go Grits.
Attaboy.
Why not? I mean,
By the end of this, we can combine all the Devils that we answered. Each Devil is going to win something, and then we're going to run away with the Stanley Cup. So that's kind of cool.
There you go. Or no Devils win anything except for the Stanley Cup.
I'll take that even more.
If nobody picked Grits by the time I went, I was going to pick him. But I'm going to go with Jimmy Snuggerud because I think it's a kick-ass name. So I'm going to go with Snuggy.
All right.
Snuggy.
All right. I have a feeling that we're maybe all going to go with the same one on this next. It's Selke for the top defensive forward in the league. Favorite is Sam Reinhart at plus 225. Nico Hischier at plus 300. Sorelli at plus 600. Jack Eichels at plus 900. And Leon is at plus 1,000. Bobby, who is winning the Selke?
Nico Hischier is winning the Selke. He's going to have a little bit more time to prepare on that defense, but it's not going to make his offense suffer at all because the guy's a complete stud and a total leader now. And this is the year of Jack and Nico showing the league that the Devils are for real. So these two are going to carry us to the promised land.
I like it. I like it.
Hashtag number 4.
Yeah, I think people have come around to what Nico is, and I think this is his award to kind of lose. Yeah, Nico.
Colin?
Dries. I love Nico. I just have to say something different. We're all going to choose Nico.
I am choosing Nico.
Yeah.
Too. I'm going with
I agree with Jay Snow too. Eichel's going to be up there.
Yep. I like Eichel.
All right, our next trophy, we only have a couple more left. We're going to go to Jack Adams. That's for Coach of the Year. We have Torgny plus 700 from Utah. I don't know if I'm saying his name right. Joel Quenneville for the Ducks. Oh, my God. I forgot to write those guys' odds down. It doesn't matter. Joel Quenneville, Marty St. Louis, Dean Evanson from Columbus, and Tom McClellan from Detroit. Sheldon Keefe was 14th. He had a plus 3,000 odds on that. I don't know why I forgot to write the odds for the coaches on that. But anyway, what do you got, Bobby?
See, this is a spot where I'd like to go for Keefe, right? Because I know the Devils are going to have a really good regular season, and I do feel like they're going to advance pretty well into the playoffs at least. But we don't win things like that. Like, they don't seem to get credit for something like that because they're already expected to do good. So I'm going to go at Andre Torgny from Utah. I think that he is going to get just enough points for this team to get him in the playoffs. And he's primed to win the award because that's the type of team where I know they're not an expansion team, but they feel like it, right? But they were just kind of a perpetual shitty team that he can just bring them in. Making the playoffs would be enough for this guy to win. Like for Sheldon Keefe to win, it's like Stanley Cup. Not only when they stop voting, but you know what I mean? So I think he's perfect candidate for that.
Yeah, this award always kind of goes to a guy where like the team like is unexpectedly good. It's not like a team that's expected to be good and is good. They don't really ever win the award. So
they do that in every sport. Like it's crazy. Like Bill Belichick or like Andy Reid. Like those guys, I don't think ever won Coach of the Year. No, but they give it to the pop-up coach who's going to be gone in a year or two just because they got their team to a playoffs or whatever. But you're right. It's in every sport.
Yeah,
John Cooper has never won Jack Adams. Like, just
exactly.
think about that for a second.
They always do the thing where it's like, well, look at the talent that he has. Like, of course they're good. I don't know. It's weird.
I got to make a team with that talent. Bruno. You really
Bruno
do.
has a
Like, doesn't
shitload of
mean-
talent down in Nashville. That worked out good.
I'm going to go with Dean Evison in Columbus.
I like that.
I think
I
he
like that.
was. I think these. It's also almost like a year. They're a year late on some of these type of things. So if Columbus takes another step and is good again, makes the playoffs, it's something that he really probably would have been up there to win if Washington didn't have such an outrageous season. And Carberry should have probably won the year before.
I like Dean Everson. He did a great job with Columbus last year. So I'm with you. I have Columbus going third in the Metro, so I think they're going to be a good team.
Yeah.
Tone.
First, I actually definitely have to agree with Husky too, man. Like I think out of all four of us, I'm the least sold on Keefe in a lot of ways. But I'm going to go with St. Louis.
Okay. I
Fuck
like
that
it.
midget.
I was going to go with Utah, but we all kind of picked different people. So I'm going to go a little different. They're not going to make the playoffs, but they are going to be in the mix and they're going to be in the swing. And I know that the NHL absolutely loves them, even though they handed them to Jack Adams a couple of years ago. I'm going to go Rick Tocchet again down in Philly. And then we have our final award, which is the Jim Gregory Award for the best GM. Barry Zito, Florida's plus 400. Eric Tolsky, Carolina, plus 450. McCrimmon over in Vegas is plus 700. Jim Nill in Dallas is plus 1,000. And Bowman is from Edmonton is plus 1,500. Fitz is actually 10th at plus 2,500. Who is winning GM of the year, Bobby?
Was it Nil in Dallas? Is that
Yes.
I said? Yeah, I'll go with that. I think they're prized for a really big year. So I flaked on this one, to be honest. I just made this one up on the spot. So we'll take him.
I think they're going to give it to Zito just as sort of a IOU from last season because they'd already given it to Nil by the time Zito had won the cup, and they're like, whoopsies.
Yeah. Now Zito is, you can't go wrong with him, especially because he's going to pull some magic out of his ass at some point this year. And next thing you know, Sidney Crosby is going to be a Panther.
So Tim's saying that Nil got it last year?
Nil got it last year.
That was news to me. So had I known that,
Nil got it 2 years in a row.
I'll pay attention to that.
I'm like you, Bobby.
This would be 3 in a a row. Oh shit!
I'm like Bobby on this one.
You don't sit there in bed at 3 a.m. and watch NHL TikTok videos just over and over again. Where no, just me.
Not me, just you. Yep.
And Tony, you're going to go with Jim Nill as well?
No, I said I'm with Bobby. I kind of don't have a clue on this one too much, but I'm going to go with and this is just, and Snow, don't kill me here, because I'm going to say this because for us to have a chance, for us to have a fucking season, for us to even have a hope, we got to hope that Fitz pulls something out of his ass, this year, which is going to take making trades before the trade deadline, figuring out shit. So we have to hope he does that, because if he doesn't, we ain't doing shit. So I just want to
set a little bit of an alarm bell here that if we have any chance at all, our GM has to be GM of the year and our goalie has to win the Vezina. And I don't know what you did for some of the other things, but this is not sounding good.
It got me hyped up, man. I haven't had weed in 2 days. Can you tell? I'm going to go with Fitzgerald.
Would you lose a
this
bet?
Is weird. No, I wait for my guy.
All right. See, I forgot. I can just go about 3 blocks away and buy it at a store.
Not here.
Yeah. GM of the Year is an award that I so don't give a shit about. I'm gonna go with, you know what? I'll go off the beaten path. I'll say Pat Verbeek from Anaheim. That's where I'm gonna go.
Definitely
team. That's actually not a bad pick.
So that's where I'm going. So that's it. Those are our awards. So yeah, basically, Robbie, you're right. Fitz has to act opposite of who he is. In other words, he has to start paying attention at game 1 and be proactive right on through the trade deadline. And, instead of just saying, okay, game started on Thursday night, I'm done. Wake me up when we get to the playoffs. Yeah, no.
Might have to work.
Yeah, he might have to work. All right, so we have some housekeeping. What's going on in Devil World, Tim?
All right, first things first that I just read is Brett Pesce is expected to play the season opener.
That's great news.
Which is good. Still haven't found the final. Still haven't seen kind of finalized roster. Nico Dawes cleared waivers, which is good. So, thousands of words of ink spilled over what the implications of that would be, all for nothing. They did something kind of smart because I think they waited until the last day when 2, 3, or 4 other goalies were put on waivers as well, like DiPietro in Boston and Stevenson in Washington, who were 2 other kind of goalies in Nico Dawes' genre of goalies. Toronto.
Tim, can I mention something to you and see what you think about that too? Because
Sure.
does it make you like say trade, Nico Dawes' value? Does it make you think it might be a little bit less than we all thought? Not for us, so to say, down the road, but I mean, if you're another team, like, you're talking about packages for this and that, and maybe
See
trades.
how critical this guy can think without weed? What a great
I'm
question.
telling you, man. I'm like Costanza when he does the opposite on Seinfeld.
I think generally speaking, every team overvalues their own players relative to, what the league and GMs actually think, and then what other fan bases think of their players. Like how many fucking, Simon Nemec and a first overall for Josh Anderson trade proposals did we see? And you're just like, go fuck yourself, Montreal. Stay away from Simon Nemec. It's also circumstantially looking around the league, like who actually needed a quality NHL backup. Toronto picked up Caden Primo.
I thought Edmonton was going to grab him for that.
And Carolina dropped Primo or put Primo on waivers and picked up Brandon Bussi. So there's a little bit of musical chairs in that backup third goalie thing, but it's good for us that Dawes clear. I don't know what his value is, like a one for one trade, maybe a 4th or 5th round pick. But
you also don't really know what it does for the team, even from a depth standpoint, because if we do bring him up for something, then he's got to go through this process again, right? So we're right back to is someone going to take him or not. So it's really kind of a non-point at this point.
I've always been curious if GMs call around and be like, hey, can you just not take this guy? I think there is some of that for like somewhat inconsequential guys. Like if someone was maybe looking at Nico Dawes, he'd be like, hey man, take fucking whatever his name is. Remember when I retained that salary last year from you?
Right.
So
we'll add something on to our next little,
exactly. But then, there are guys like Armstrong in St. Louis who was like, I'd offer sheet my own mother if it made my team better. So I don't know, like the level of ruthless, like I hope they're more ruthless than that, but I do think they do do favors for each other. I mean, look at fucking Verbeek and Drury, for fuck's sake.
I also think you have to look at where the Devils are, like Tim just mentioned, that they're talking to Markstrom about an extension. We have Allen locked up. Like, how much value are they putting in Nico Dawes long term? I don't think very much. Not with the guys that we have. Not with the Yurov coming in a couple of years. So I don't know how much they really are depending on this kid to be anything for the Devils and with the big club moving forward.
That's what I mean. It just seems to be a paper name now because he's not the next coming of what we're going to have. And if Markstrom's locked up for a period of years and Allen's not going anywhere until we're 65, like, I don't know what's going to happen.
Yeah, Allen fucking still playing the killer the preseason. And I thought with Dawes, even myself last year, I kind of overvalued him because I was like, I'm like, oh, we could throw Dawes in here. And to me, it seemed like it would be much more appetizing to teams. And obviously, that's not.
Yeah, I mean, we love the guy, I think, for what we've seen from him, and we'd like to know that he was kind of in the plans. I just think with what we've got in the pipeline now, he's going to get skipped over.
And Malik, and
a lot depends on how well Malik plays in the AHL, but they'll both be there together. And I don't know what they're going to do with this Romanov kid, who actually had a pretty good preseason. If they're gonna hang on to him. Utica just announced their roster, and all 4 of those goalies were on the roster.
Carrying 4 goalies.
Yeah, I don't know, and I don't know what the salary cap and
like
roster
swing players
sizes are. Yeah, exactly, and like, look, we have 2 older goalies now, and who knows if if they're going to make it through the entire season healthy. I don't like. Markstrom has a history of having like kind of minor injuries or like month-long injuries over the past couple of years.
And depending, like if one of those guys does go down for a few games, it will be interesting then, let's say if it happens in January, February, where we have a nice sample size of what's going on in Utica, who they call up, will it be Dawes or will it be Malik? depending on how they do. So it's kind of interesting to see how they really feel about some of these goalies in the pipeline.
Aren't you guys impressed though with Jake Allen? I mean, when we got him, I expected that he would be decent. He's a good goaltender, but I did not expect the longevity that we even got out of him so far. I mean, watching him play the other night, it's like, he's a damn good goalie, man.
I kind of
it makes you feel really comfortable with the two guys that we have, because Marshall can be a little iffy sometimes, but having that safety blanket of Allen back there. Really kind of
win you a series if you need to.
Yeah. It's it's like sitting by the fireplace with a nice warm blankie.
I like Allen a lot. I mean, I wasn't a fan when we got him. I was just kind of, come on, really? What the hell is Jake Allen going to do with his old ass? And I was dead wrong. I'm very
loose balls and old skin. Gross.
Yeah, that's it. Just saggy old gray-haired balls. All right, so Thursday night's the big one, and we're probably going to do the show before the game, so we'll dive a little bit into kind of what to expect, and we'll do our picks and first goals and stuff. But if there's not any more Devil news to get to, we will dive into Pucker Cup draft.
One thing I did want to mention.
What do you got?
As I always do. So this is what I think is happening, because we saw Lenny and LaChance are still on the roster technically right now. With Casey and McLaughlin are on IR, and if you have a player on a two-way contract that has played less than 50 games, you can prorate their contract on IR. But what I think the Devils are doing, and Puckpedia kind of did this math, so like this isn't math that I did. Like Kovacevic goes on IR, and the new LTIR rules are over a certain amount, like over 3.8 million salary, only 3.8 million you can put on LTIR. So between Kovacevic and I think they put McLaughlin on LTIR, because that'll be 190,000. So that'll leave them just under the cap by 11,000. So then what they can do is send Lenny and LaChance before opening night down to Utica, which then I think then frees up that cap space for those two. I think this is how it works. I think they can free up that cap space for those two. Sign Glendening, which all signs point to them signing Glendening. Keith basically more or less said, yeah, they're signing Glendening. So they could sign Glendening to like a veteran minimum bonus laden contract for like $1 million. Then they'll have like $1 million in space.
Makes sense.
So that's how I think it's all going to kind of shake out over this week.
That definitely does make sense. Now we talked about it a little bit before. Hamaniho and LaChance, they're exempt, they're waiver exempt, right? So,
yes, So they can come and go.
Down. Now, can they come and go all season, or is it only a couple of times? Because I think Dawes was like, when he was waiver exempt, was only like once or twice, and then we knew next time he would have to go through waivers.
In the new CBA, there are like paper transaction rules, because like what they would do is like you have to actually like physically be there now. Like they would send guys back and forth on paper, right, but like they would just stay there. But so right now, with Kovacevic and with Lenny and with LaChance with Kovacevic on LTIR, McLaughlin on LTIR, and Lenny and LaChance on the roster, we are right at the salary cap.
Right.
So then I'm also explaining this to Jay Snow. So once you send Lenny and LaChance down, then you'll have about 1.9 million of their salary that they can then use to sign Glendening to like $1 million league minimum type of deal. So that's how I think that'll shake out. But yeah, they can go back and forth. I don't know if they have to stick around or not. There's something like a 30-day rule or something, but I'm not sure if that was about salary retention. I'm getting kind of it all confused, but
anyway. I want to find that out.
Yeah.
So, all right. So what we're going to do next is our first ever Pucker Cup. So how this is going to work is we're going to do a draft. We're going to pick our order 1 through 4. It's an 8-round draft. Every NHL team has to be picked. The objective is to pick teams that you think are going to do very well this year and get as many points as possible. who's ever left at the end of the year, we tally up all of our 8 teams each, and whoever has the most points wins.
What the hell is that?
Mark
know.
Sanchez trying to get in someone's
The
place. Man. What's
noises
going,
that comes out of Tim.
what's going on over
But
there?
right now, we're going to do our random number generator to figure out our order. It's 1 through 20. Bobby, pick a number 1 through 20.
17.
17. Tim,
10.
10. 17. Tony.
3.
Oh, man, I was going to go with 3. I'll go with 7. All right. Can you guys see that? And
Yes.
4.
4.
So Tony goes first. And so this will be the order. Give me your numbers again. 17, Bobby.
Yeah.
And what was yours, Tim? 10?
10.
All right. So it goes Tony, me, Tim, and Bobby. Oh, my God. That reverb is happening again.
Oh, that's what it starts out as. Snow.
I'd like to change my vote to a snake draft.
It's like Dracula's trying to climb out.
My
of the
God,
fucking casket.
right? Just stop moving, Tim. Just stop moving. That's it. We're perfect.
What is
Except
this
for that
with my phone? Next to the...
Whatever. Move any electronics away from your microphone. Stop. Jesus. All right. So, Tony, you get to pick the first team.
Oh shit.
So,
I'm just going for points. I'm gonna go. How can I not go with Florida?
all right. So, Tony.
Because half their team's dead.
You're going with Florida Panthers for
Yeah,
Points?
yeah.
Most
They'll
points?
figure it out, man. He'll figure it out. That
Okay.
Terrible first pick. What an idiot.
All right. My turn. My first team is going to be Vegas. I'm going to take VGK for my first pick. Tim.
Hang on. Dallas.
Bob.
I'll go with the oil then.
All right. Tony.
oh, should I do it? Should I do it? I'm gonna go with Toronto.
It's a good one. Good regular season team. I'm going to take us. I'm taking the Devs. Tim.
Carolina.
Okay. B.
So let me go with the Jets.
That's a good one.
Colorado.
Fuckers. Timmy, you're up.
Tampa Bay.
Oh, wait, no, I'm up. Don't worry, I'm not going to snake Tampa Bay on you. I wouldn't do that. I'm going to go with Ottawa. And then, Tim, you're going to take Tampa?
Yep.
Okay. Bobby, you're up.
Let's go with the Kings.
That's a good one. Tony?
Fucking slim pickings these days.
St.
Yeah.
Louis.
All right.
Who?
St. Louis.
St. Louis is a- St. Louis
I think that's
doesn't
what
exist
Chris
on
hates
show.
the most, right? Chris, I'm like, who I have to go with St. Louis.
Yeah. I mean,
St. Louis doesn't
made the
exist. on the
playoffs
show.
last year.
The problem is I'm not writing these down too, besides my own, so I don't know which
I got you. I'm going to go with Vancouver.
Okay.
Tim?
Hang on, I'm looking to see who's taking and who's not. So 4 of those guys, 3 of those, 2 of those. Who are the Capitals?
Okay. Bob?
I will go with the Wild.
Right. Halfway there. Tony?
This is where it gets real fucking
Did we
dicey.
take
Yeah.
the Kings already?
Yeah,
And the
Kings
Kings
are
are taken.
Are we doing every team or can we cut it in
Oh,
half?
okay.
It's every team. I mean, somebody's
Team,
going to
man.
have the Rangers. Damn it, Jay. Shut up. I didn't pick yet. Dick.
Montreal.
Fuck you.
I will be the bastard.
didn't need that kick.
I've been riding their dicks, all off season. So give me CBJ.
All right.
Oh,
Tim, you're up.
Utah.
Damn it, dude.
Utah, make it 2.
Because now technically in my order, that leaves me with the most points would be the Rags, which means I got to have the Rags. That's going to hurt, but
You got to win the game.
it's a points game. I'm going to go Rangers.
Oh God, I was really hoping that they were the last team.
Yeah, nah, you can't do that.
Bobby was going to get
Penguins are
stuck
still
with
in the
them.
league. I mean,
All right, Tony, you're up again.
man, how do I? Philly. I'm gonna go the Islanders. I just can't take Philly.
All right, I'm going to take Anaheim.
Oh, shit. All right.
Tim, you're up.
Jesus. Detroit.
Okay.
Is it
me, right?
Yeah, it's you, Bob.
I'm going to go with the Sabres.
Buffalo.
Yeah, they're good for 90.
Okay. All right, and getting down to the bottom
Shitty.
of the barrel
The
here.
nitty shitty.
Well, someone
The
took
nitty
Dallas already,
shitty.
right?
Yes, Dallas is taken. Anybody that made the playoffs is off the board. You're like dealing with garbage now.
Someone take the Sharks.
No.
No.
I'm gonna take the Sharks. Fuck it.
All right.
I'll forget anyway what I picked.
Chris got this.
Yeah, winner gets nothing, so it's fine.
Bragging rights.
I'm up in the air of who I'm taking next here.
If I win, can I get an Uncle Pucker sticker?
No. You will
Of course
never-
not.
You're not allowed to mail
Never.
stuff to
I only
Lithuania.
designed the logo.
We're not allowed to ship anything outside the country now. I don't know if you know this, but we're under a totalitarian
I can't ship.
dictatorship.
I can't ship anything there.
I guess I'll go with the Preds. I mean, can't rain all the time, right? I'll take the
Stamkos
Preds.
might change things, right?
Yeah,
All
we'll
right.
see how it goes this year. Tim, you're up.
Buffalo. Oh wait, no, sorry, that was already taken. Oh, good lord,
There is no good lord.
good lord, save me from this pick. Oh, God, Blackhawks.
Oh my god.
All right. Bobby,
Flames.
that's a good pick that
Oh,
nobody
shit,
got.
they were
Damn
still
it.
there.
I
How
saw
did we
Snow
miss
put
that?
that in there. I was
Still
going to
there,
grab
dude.
that.
That's a good one.
We'll give it to the Mets fan.
Can
who
I
else is
change
left?
my pick to Calgary instead of Chicago?
You have Connor Bedard, baby.
Who's
All right,
left?
Tony. Who's left? Okay, we
So we
have the
got
Bruins left.
Bruins,
we have,
Kraken, Flyers, Pens.
there you go.
You know what? I'm going to take the Pens.
You're going to take Pitt.
Yeah.
I'll take Seattle. Tim, it's the Flyers or who? Bruins.
I'll take that. How about no?
He
You
said
got
the
it.
last two and he can't pick. I love it.
I'll go with Boston.
Boston. So Bobby, you just by default get stuck with the
I
Flyers.
should have just taken the Islanders too. I can have every team that I hate.
Oh,
Perfect.
So we got Tony's team, Florida Panthers, Toronto Maple Leafs, Colorado Avalanche, St. Louis Blues,
Those are my dogs. My brother just got home.
the Montreal Canadiens, the New York Islanders, the San Jose Sharks, and the Pittsburgh Penguins. I like your upper end of your team. I have Vegas Golden Knights, New Jersey Devils, Ottawa Senators, Vancouver Canucks, Columbus Blue Jackets, Anaheim Ducks, Nashville Predators, Seattle Kraken. Tim
That's pretty good.
has Dallas Stars, Carolina Hurricanes, Tampa Bay Lightning, Washington Capitals, the Utah Mammoth, the Detroit Red Wings, Chicago Blackhawks, and the Boston Bruins. Tim rounds off like original six for his last three. I like that. Bobby has,
I'm a traditionalist.
I like it, Edmonton Oilers, Winnipeg Jets, Los Angeles Kings, Minnesota Wild, the New York Rangers, the Buffalo Sabres, the Calgary Flames, and the Philadelphia Flyers. This is fun.
Bobby, how do you take
Dropped
the
off-
Rangers?
it
Was that
dropped off
hard?
at the end there?
The Rangers one's rough, right? How do you?
I know. Like I said, I was
They're
really
over
hoping
90
it would
points.
just.
It's a game.
It's like,
Yeah,
I do
just-
like how
um,
what my favorite part was just how absolutely irrelevant the Islanders are. That Tony just did not give a fuck. He was like, I can't pick the Rangers, so I'm picking the Islanders.
yeah.
He's like, I couldn't give a shit about the Islanders so much that I'm just gonna pick them, even though they're.
There's two things I can't do. I can't take the Rangers, and I can't pick against the fucking Raiders, which is ridiculous. But that's the two things I can't do. So.
Oh,
We'll
the
talk
other
a lot
thing,
about the Raiders tomorrow, Tone. We will talk a lot about the Raiders tomorrow.
Ugh.
So we got so I have a couple questions for you guys. Who has a better season this year out of the New York team?
Dracula.
That's my chair.
Yes. We
Yes, we know.
know, bro. Your
It's
mics don't
Halloween
work.
edition.
The chairs are too loud.
Oh, for fuck's sake, shut up.
Are you
I'm not
talking
talking
to
to
your chair?
you.
Should I, when we send you the microphone, should we send you some WD-40 too?
No, but I'd like another Uncle Pucker sticker.
These
Bitch.
modern mics have their own.
That's
mute
my
button,
sticker.
too.
We might have to order some more, Tone. I don't think I have any more. Bobby's got them.
You know what I'll do? I'll put it.
Bobby's got some.
I got like 3 left.
Hey, is that the best? Okay. Is that the best logo I created? That is great logo.
There's a great logo.
I mean, I haven't done much for the show, but the logo is great, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
He
Um,
took the penis off I had on him, but besides that, he looks pretty good.
yeah, for everybody wondering who was barking, that was Jax. Say hi.
What's up, dog?
Good, Jax.
Is there
Oh.
peanut butter all over his
No
face?
idea it
The
was a
fuck's
dog.
going-
hang on. I gotta zip my pants up.
That's what that sound is.
Slurp, slurp.
Yeah, unclepuckers@gmail.com if you would like a sticker. Unless you're in
if you would like
Lithuania,
to-
then no sticker for you.
Or if you would like to ask me a question, that's the same thing, Steve. So you can just send
Yes.
it to unclepuckers@gmail.com. Just write attention, Chris, and then these fuckers open it up. You know, we keep our private shit private.
I don't think I've ever checked
Anyway.
email.
No. I don't think
No,
anybody
oh,
does.
dude.
Dear
I
Chris,
got a,
how do you tolerate
I got a-
these fucking idiots all day long?
Hold on. I got a really cool
You're
thing. I
welcome.
got an email the other day from the website saying that we had a new registration on our website. I didn't even know like that was a thing. So somebody
We have a
actually, like,
webpage?
I don't our website.
What happens if you register?
I don't
what
know.
does that mean?
I went and looked to see if maybe it was a comment or something. I'm like, what the hell's a register mean? But somebody registered. So congratulations
Are
to
we
that
getting
person.
We have a website?
Win a sticker. Right? Are you shitting me right now? You are kidding me, right?
Yeah.
UnclePuckers.com. We put it. Okay, you son of a bitch.
I'm not kidding you. I'm
He's
kidding you.
being serious.
I thought we have the X or the Twitter, whatever it's called. We have a official webpage too.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, all the shows on it, all the articles on it. all
You
the
have a lot
recaps.
of blogs to read from last year, my
Thank God
friend.
I'm not telling you guys I'm reading this shit in those text messages we do.
Oh my God, you just got outed as being so full of shit.
Damn, I never read them. Yeah,
I read it, man. Great blog.
I never said
Good job.
that.
How
Because
we got
I'm at
through high
like
school.
I'm in a 7-hour difference. So when I wake up, the text
Yeah.
messages that our group text is like fucking gigantic.
Dude.
So
Hey, listen, you don't need to be in a 7-hour difference for that to be a problem. I was trying to go through the airport security and had to silence the text between these two because you got to put your phone down to get on the plane.
you know that dude, I would put there. He's got a bomb. He's got a bomb.
Chris and I do side texts, and we're like, yeah, Bob's getting on the plane right about now. Let's just
Yeah.
fucking text Bob.
He's got a
Pinging me
bomb and a
like a
dildo
mother.
in
I'm
that
like,
bag.
I'm like 2 people away from the security guard. I'm like, oh, God, Jesus Christ.
And we're not talking about anything important. We're just
No.
bullshit.
No.
It's
By
fine.
the
you
way,
know?
my team won the last snake draft.
Of
Oh,
course.
okay.
The best.
Tim
LLC.
voted 20 times.
So,
We got 31
Yeah, what do you
votes
got,
on
Joe?
Twitter. Well, that's Twitter. I don't know about Instagram, Bob. If you
I
did
didn't
Do you
get, I
know-
get it up on Insta. You said it was doing so well. I was like, screw it. I'm tired of
yeah,
it.
30 whole people. Woohoo, look at us.
30
Like,
people. One of my buddies from
29 more
here,
than usual.
one of my friends this week and his band was flying to the States and they got their sent back and got put in cuffs.
Why?
There was no their visas, they had visas and everything. They just got denied coming in.
Jesus.
Yeah,
Really?
because they were told because they were they play in a metal band. They're playing a festival over in America. And because as crazy as it sounds, and they're not like there's no political thing with the band. I guess they're not religious enough, pretty
Are
much.
they
It was
white?
kinda, yeah, they're white. Yeah, they're
Wow.
Lithuanians. Everybody's
White
white here.
Europeans, and they
Yeah.
sent them away.
They wouldn't let them in. They got put in cuffs and brought to the back room and put back on a plane to Frankfurt from Detroit. Yeah. It's hard to get in
Okay.
now, man. Hard to
All
get
right,
in
I
there.
don't-
They didn't have like a. They didn't have a
We're going to go
Yeah.
off on a tangent, and we're going to piss off half of our listeners. So we're going to stop talking.
Yeah,
that,
it's crazy
Okay,
shit.
we're going to move on.
Bobby, where were you flying to?
I just had to work in Denver for the week.
Ah,
I'm back, as you can tell. That was yesterday's news. Chris,
Who
we
hasn't-
missed a question out of your all your award questions. We forgot how many 50-goal scorers.
You're right.
Ah,
I was
shit.
gonna. So I had 3 questions I wanted to ask, and one of those was that. So all right, so we'll do that. How many 50-goal scorers this year? Last year we only had 1. It was only Leon. How many this year, Bobby?
So I'm going to go with 4. I'm going to go with Tage Thompson first. McDavid over Draisaitl this year. Matthews, and just because I love this guy, McKinnon. Just because McKinnon.
McDavid, Thompson, Matthews, McKinnon.
Yep.
4.
4.
All right. What do you think, Tim?
I think McDavid, Thompson, and Jack Hughes.
Very cool.
Jack,
Jack
Tage,
Hughes.
and who was it? The first one you said? McDavid?
This little guy plays in New Jersey.
No. You said Jack. You said Tage,
Thompson
and
as
who
well,
else?
right?
McDavid.
McDavid. Okay, that's what I didn't hear. Okay. All right,
Yeah,
so
I
you got-
kind of agree, and I think one of the comments said something to this effect. Like, I feel like McDavid's just gonna be like, "Fuck it, I'm going to shoot this year," and he's
Yeah.
gonna go fucking absolutely nuts.
What do you think, Tone?
I'm going to go with 3. Obviously, 1 depends on health. Jack Hughes, Matthews, and McDavid.
So Jack, Matthews, McDavid. Okay. I'm going to go with 4 too. I'm going to go with Matthews, Draisaitl, Tage Thompson, and Pastrnak. Those are mine.
Chris, I like that because I think you're being. I was going to ask you guys if you would have picked Hughes. I was going to ask you, like, Bobby, did you have Hughes on yours?
I did not know.
Okay.
No, I
because
see
know
him
for
doing
my-
more like a 47, 54
Yeah.
type of thing. You know what I mean?
For me,
Breaking
it's a
100
homer
points.
thing. Yeah.
No, it's fine.
No, it's
Listen, we
absolutely
know
a
what he's
homer thing for me.
capable of.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
could picture him getting like he was at 99 points. I could picture a high point, but I picture kind of at 40. But I'm going to go with the same thing what I went with the GMs and all that stuff. Like for us to have this success, this is the things we may need. Or
But also, you can also look at it in terms like this. So, Giannis scored 48 goals. Is Jack Hughes a better player? He is.
Oh,
Is
yeah.
so he's definitely capable of doing that. I know it's a different error, slightly different error, but I mean, there's just a comparable for you, right? So it's not like total homery. I think that we each kind of had some decent amount of homery in those questions.
it's
Oh,
capable
yeah.
of happening.
But yeah.
Yeah, and a lot of it depends on, is he going to be shooting as much as he does and continue to do that, or is Brack going to get 5, 6, 7, 10 more goals and get back into the 30s, and that'll probably tick up Jack's assists but take his goals down. I think so. There's a lot of variables to it, but I think it's in there.
I have much more confidence in Jack Hughes getting 100 points this year than I do 50 goals. So, I mean, I wouldn't be shocked either way if he gets either one, both, whatever. But if I had to put money, I'd go with the 100 points more than the goals. But
Yeah, I think he's like 35, 65, 35, 70. I'd like to see 120 points, something like that. That would be
How about
fun.
Brat? What kind of season do you think he has this year?
I'd like to see Brack get some more pucks in the net. His assists are great. I mean, he's gone up
Assists is
every
pretty good.
single year in his points. I think one year he was tied from the year prior, but he always ascends. There's a very good chance that if this team is clicking on all cylinders and everybody stays healthy and they do what I think they can do regular season, we could have both of those guys at 100 points. I could totally see a Brat at some point being a 100-point guy. I think he hits 90 this year.
Brat, 40 goals.
40.
40 goals. Let's do it. Call
I
it.
love it. I love it.
Yeah, and I agree with Chris. Like he only had 21 goals last year. Like that's kind of a low aberration for him. But he made that back up on the assist front. So I don't know. I'd like to see him. He's probably going to level off at about a 90-point guy. I think that's kind of his ultimate ceiling, like 30, 60.
Yeah.
About-
And Robbie, he has 42 goals, 59 assists, 101 points for Jack. I mean, that's pretty much where I think most of us think he's going to end up. I mean, I think if he plays 80 games or more, yeah, he's a 100-point guy.
Yeah, and then come on, that affects Brad too.
Yeah.
If he plays a full season, that's going to help Brad's point total out. So
Yes.
yeah, I mean, so he's the linchpin of this entire fucking team. Unfortunately, 5'11", 150-pound kid is carrying our hopes and dreams in his hands.
Well, two more for you guys that I think do carry our hopes and dreams for this season. Also, Mercer, what do you think he puts up this year?
Well, I mean, I'm not sure where Vancouver is going to end up slotting him, but I would.
So how many points is Quinn going to get?
Right. 82 games played. That's all I'm guaranteeing about Mercer. I got nothing else for him. I don't know.
The stability is availability.
How about Meyer? To me, those are the players. Like, these are the guys that.
If Mercer puts up like a 25-30 season,
right there, 25.
Like if Mercer's like 50 points plus, like I think that is a successful season for him.
Yeah.
And as far as Timo and me, like Timo's got to be 60, 65 points this year, 70 points. He's fully capable of doing it. That's where I'd like to see him.
Yeah. I'd love to be a little closer to a point a game. I know he doesn't really do that, but I mean, if you're not going to do that, then, flip what I said about Brad and you score the 40 goals, like do something, you know what I mean? What's your thing going to be?
I think Timo's thing is going to be when this team is a perennial playoff team. I think that's where Timo's money is going to get made. I think he's Claude Lemieux on a smaller scale with actually a little bit more skill and maybe not so much anger
aggression.
Or
aggression.
Yeah, but I see him in that role. Hopefully, that he ends up just being a guy. Maybe he gives you 25 goals. He gives you 40 assists, and he tears it all up in the fucking playoffs. That's what I hope.
Yeah, I think he's going to, assist-wise, I think he tops out probably 30 to 35 assists. Yeah. But I'd like to see 30-plus goals as a must out of him.
What do you guys think the goaltending split is this year? Do you think that, is Markstrom going to play 75% or?
What they do last year? I know Markstrom was hurt, so Allen got a lot more games, but I would usually like 25, right? 25 to the backup and 50 whatever, 60 whatever, 50.
I think he got a little more last year because we had 32 sets of back-to-back, so automatically he got into a lot of games.
Yeah.
I think 60-40, something like that. 65-35, something similar. I don't think it's much more drastic than that.
Yeah, regular season, I can see them keeping it pretty close with those two because they are old and they could both play. So
Allen's got to play once a week, basically.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, Stephen Engel has a good question. Who gets the Stanley Cup winning goal?
Luke Hughes.
Martian played 49, by the way.
What'd you say, Tim?
Martian played 49 games, by the way.
49. So you're saying Luke's going to get it? The Devils are winning the cup? I like it, Tone.
Here's a good question. Who is the guy that we're going to, when it comes to mid-trade deadline, who's the guy that's not going to be on this team anymore that we don't expect to? Who's the guy we move? Which obviously with Fitzgerald, it's going to be nobody. But who's the guy that we move this year that you don't expect?
It's probably a good idea for a whole show. Just coming up with some of these questions.
I like that question. We can definitely do more talk more about this on another show. But just quick, if I had to pick, it's probably. I mean, if anybody. Depends on who for, if it's just a couple of, bodies, but if he tries to go out and hit a home run, it's going to be Dougie. If he's going to try and go get Quinn or somebody like that, it's Dougie or
Mercer, I would say.
Or Mercer, yeah.
Yeah, to get any value back, it's going to be Dougie or Mercer. I've said this before, my hope is that Dougie has a good season to inflate his value, and Nemeth shows that he belongs and can step into that right D role. Luke takes over power play 1, so that we do feel comfortable moving on from Dougie. And I still don't know if that's an in-season type of thing or the amount of money that he makes, whether that is an off-season move or not. Maybe with retention, Dallas picks him up. I don't know. But also if we're good and Dougie's good, it's why would you trade him when that's happening? Right. I feel like we use other assets. One of the more valuable assets that we still have is that 2026 first round pick. And I feel like that's good as gone if we're a good team and coming up on this trade deadline.
That's true. All right. I have two more quick questions before we wrap it up. First one, there are 3 teams that play in the Empire State of New York. Give me your order of success in order of these 3 teams. Islanders, Rangers, Buffalo. How's that going to lay out? Oops.
Rangers,
second to last,
Rangers,
third to
Buffalo,
last.
Islanders.
Sorry. What'd you say, Bobby?
Rangers, Buffalo, Islanders.
Okay.
You're talking points, right?
Yeah. Rangers, Buffalo,
Islanders, Buffalo.
Rangers, Islanders, Buffalo. Tim?
Yeah, I think Rangers, then Buffalo. I think Buffalo takes a step. I still don't think they make the playoffs, but Rangers, Buffalo, Islanders. Rangers
I think it goes.
Islanders are dog shit.
Yeah, I think it goes Ranger, Islanders, Buffalo, and none of them are making the playoffs. So
That would be
And then-
glorious.
And then we could dive not too deep, but just kind of give an idea. What do you think? Is this the year that Sidney Crosby is traded out of Pittsburgh and he ends up going to a cup contender?
I don't.
Tony says no. Why? You don't think so, Tony?
I don't think Mario is going to let it happen. I think he's theirs, and I think that's the way they want to keep it. I just don't picture it happening. Could, but
My hockey sense is yes, but my gut says no. Like Tony, just is like a legacy hold. So I'll say no.
Okay, so you got to know. What do you got, Tim?
Am I muted?
No, not anymore.
I don't know. Great answer, right? Good thing you unmuted me. You can mute me again.
I think he gets traded this year. I do. I think he gets traded. I think that with the Olympics coming, with the 4 nations last year, I was just watching Prime, the Inside the NHL thing, and they had the episode on the 4 nations and Crosby. And, he needs to be in like real high leverage situations. The guy is too damn good to be on this dog shit team that's rebuilding right now. I do think that this year is going to start off pretty bad, and I think that he is going to ask for a trade, and he's probably going to end up, I don't know. I don't want to say Florida, but I have a feeling that somehow, some way, they're going to fucking do that.
That's what I think too. If he does get traded, I think it is Florida.
In which
That
case,
just-
then
it just
it's all
feels
fixed. It's all
that's
fucking rigged, and I'm
what's going to
done.
happen.
now, Chris, you had Washington doing awful last year. You had the Raiders doing good this year. I don't know, man. I don't
Yeah,
know.
you're right.
No, you never
You're
know, though.
right.
I mean, Florida may pull. I do think they're going to definitely. Florida will pull some things out of their ass when it's time to be done. So yeah, who knows?
And you
I
also
don't-
have Malkin there, who I think absolutely gets traded.
Yeah, he,
I think
Yeah,
I think Malkin's a foregone conclusion.
I could see Florida winding up with both of them at some.
if I'm Mario, though, dude, there's certain players like what any sport it is. Like you go Derek Jeter, you go to this or that. I just don't. If I'm Mario, I just want to keep Crosby on that team, and he's one of those because Mario. That's what I just picture. Could I be wrong? Of course, but that's
here's
kind
the
of how I
thing.
feel.
The guy has built up enough equity in that city that if he does go to management and says, "Put me somewhere where I can try and win a cup," they'll do it. They're
That's a
not going to
difference,
hold him
yeah.
hostage.
Yeah.
They're going to do it, and that's what I think is going to happen. I do
It's
think that
respect.
he's going to want to go somewhere else, and Colorado is always that one because him and McKinnon like spooning each other, and they, stuff like that. So then maybe it'll be there, or
I mean, the third guy in that little tripod from where are they from? PEI,
Oh yeah, Halifax. Yeah, talking
Yeah.
about
Nova Scotia.
yeah,
Sorry,
Halifax,
Nova Scotia. Marchand is from Nova Scotia also. So those are 3. So Marchand being in Florida is another reason why I think there's a draw down there.
The Devils rosters got released like 8 minutes ago. It looks like.
Did
All
they?
right, let's go
Yeah.
over it real quick. I
I
think
got
it's you got to
You out here,
go.
Bobby?
Yeah, I gotta go. So
All right, B. Yeah, we're
All right,
gonna
Ed.
be done in a minute anyway. So, all right, Bob. Have a good night, man.
all right.
Peace,
And
Bobby.
We'll talk to you
guys.
tomorrow.
All right, later,
Be
Bob.
good, dude. All right, yeah. Let's go
Tim,
over
do you see
that
those
and-
rosters? Because I would my glasses out here.
Who,
They just
Where
got
did you see
released
it?
like on the New
who?
Jersey Devils Facebook page. Where the hell did I put my glasses out here?
All right. Oh, okay. Final roster.
You got it.
Nason.
And Nason Glass, Nico, Jack Dawson, LaChance is on it. Mark McLaughlin, who I think is going to be an LTIR candidate. Timo Lenny's on it, but I think, like I said, I think he's going to get it down. Then I've Carter Brack Gritzuk. Lamico's on it, but he's hurt also. I don't know what his deal is at all. Dylan, Hamilton, Kovacevic, Nemec, Pesci, Casey, who's hurt. Luke, Chalowski, Siegenthaler, Marshall Allen. No, nothing really crazy or out of the ordinary. I don't know, out of the ordinary of what we didn't expect.
Yeah. All right. I mean, I cannot wait till Thursday night. Hell, I can't wait until tomorrow, and just to watch real hockey. It starts early. I cannot wait. It's going to be
what time's the game tomorrow?
There's 3 games. I think 5:30 is game 1. I think that's a Western game of St. Louis, somebody. And then I know the Rangers and Penguins play at 7 or 7:30. And then the late game is, let me check. But I actually did just order a Sidney Crosby Team Canada jersey.
Oh.
So
that's fun.
Yeah. All right. So, Blackhawks, Panthers, 5:00. Penguins, Rangers, 8:00. Avs, Kings, 10:30. All right. Before we wrap up, Blackhawks, Panthers in.
I saw. Sorry.
What do you got, Tim?
No, I just saw fucking our opening night game against Carolina. Fucking Buccigross is doing the play-by-play because it's an ESPN game.
That sucks. All right. So you're going to take Panthers over the Blackhawks?
Yes.
Me too. Tim?
Yeah.
No, I'm not a trader. I just like Sidney Crosby, and I wanted a jersey, and I not want a Penguin jersey, so I want a Canadian jersey. So
if you're going to call him a trader, at least spell it right too.
Right, exactly. It's like Trader Joe's.
Yeah.
And I'm going to get it framed, and I'm going to hang it up behind me when I get this room done up to where it's a nice little studio. All right, Penguins, Rangers, Tone. I know.
Does that give my answer right there?
Yeah. Rangers are going to win that one.
The
right?
Rags.
Tim?
Gross. Penguins, 1-0.
Okay. And then this is actually a good game, 10:30 tomorrow night. It sucks that we're going to, it's going to take till 1 a.m. to finish it. Avs, Kings. I like this game. It's in LA. Taking the Avs.
It's in LA. You know what? I'm going to go LA.
Blackwood's hurt too, so
yeah, he is.
Well, I love everybody talking about Colorado finally has the goaltending in Mackenzie Blackwood, and this is why we got rid of Mackenzie Blackwood.
Always health was always the issue.
He's fucking injured, man. So you got the Avs too, Timmy?
No, I'm gonna go with LA.
Okay, I am too. I'm gonna take the Kings as well. I think that they
just bust your balls.
Are gonna have a pretty good year.
What would it? What WAT?
All right, boys. Anything else you want to touch on?
What is spelled WHAT, by the way?
Man, no, that's about it, I guess, right?
Yeah, I think we got everything covered. We'll see how the roster kind of shakes out over the next couple of days and what happens, assuming, they're more or less saying, Amanda Stein just tweeted this too, that they're more or less saying that Glendening, they're working out a contract with him.
That makes sense.
So I don't know if I'm maybe Nason goes on LTIR too. I don't see why they would do that if he's going to be back in a month, like they said, and he's already skating. Yeah. Don't know what the deal is with Casey, but I did read something that said he's a ways away from skating, which is never a good way to hear that phrased.
Yeah, no, he's not doing good.
Yeah. So I don't know.
All right.
What else?
And we'll be back on Thursday, most likely pre-game. We'll talk before the Devils, kind of go over the roster and what to expect and stuff like that. So we'll let you know. We'll throw it out on X. And Steve, just send over an email. I will be more than happy to answer any questions that you guys have. We all would, whatever you guys need. You can reach us at unclepuckers@gmail.com. If you're watching on the YouTube channel, please hit the subscribe. You got something else, Tom? I'm sorry.
No.
Oh, okay. Hit the subscribe, hit the like. If you are at all a fan of heavy metal music, horror movies, awesome long 5-hour podcasts that just dive deep into all of that, please check out the Tampa Morgue. It's Tony's other show that he does. It is a ton of fun. It's awesome. He puts a ton of work into it. And I think every Uncle Pucker listener should check that out and subscribe to his show. And that's
Chris.
basically, of course, and that's basically it. If you're listening to us on wherever you get your podcast, a 5-star review, a download does help the little podcast that could. For Tim and Tony, I'm Chris. We're the Uncle Puckers. Thanks for hanging with us today, guys, and we'll see you when we see you.
Peace.
Eat a dick, Valakut.
Perfect.